this one basically we'll be talking a little bit about posturing, framing, and fitting in. So if he's here and he's throwing a punch at me, okay, I can kind of get this arm out to the side, and then I can actually frame past that arm and get Pat into striking him in the head. So if he does something to where he's pushing in or grabbing me, I want to get outside of his frame or his structure. All his weapons are pointing towards me, so I want to get these weapons pointed away from me, or if I can't possibly get them pointed away, I at least want to structure out to where I can use my structure to fight his. Now his is a lot bigger than mine, so I don't want to stay in front of him by any means. So as soon as I can get a little bit of an inside position here, I want to attack his center line or his tertiary targets with his knee and his elbow, and as soon as I can, get back out to this side and get to this dead zone, okay, where his weapons are pointed away from me, and it's a lot harder for him to attack me. Now, the more I can do what we call weighting or controlling his front knee by putting weight on this, now he's ready to come forward really easily, so I need to make sure that he's not getting a hold of my knee, that I can keep my hips back, and that I can keep him away from my hips and my structure, and that's a lot of the reason why we keep these elbows in this position, you know, like the one fist distance, and making sure our elbows stay in front of our ribs. So when he comes in to grab me, what he's going to do is get in on my hips like this. If this happens, I'm going to be going for a ride. So same thing, if he comes in to grab me, I'm going to be pushing my hips back and gets here. Now, of course, he can hit me, so I want to make sure that I'm hitting him. He can come up and start hitting me in the back of the head, so I want to make sure that I close all this off, make sure that I'm closed in the back of my head. So if I'm here, I might need to cover this up and come around and wrap this, so I get to control this arm. So just like Pinan Sandan, if we work on structuring out, the next thing we need to work on is fitting in. So if I take this and I go underneath his elbow like this, and I start driving this across my body, I get a little bit of response from him like that. Now he's either going to reach deeper underneath my arm, okay, now that's him fitting in and taking away some of my ability to fight or ability to move. So he's fitting in all of these areas, so I want to take my hand, roll over the top, and now I want to start fitting in and getting outside of his structure. Now I can drive this way. Now he's going to come around and try to get behind me, so I want to try to come in and get heavy on his arm. So there's always give and take with this idea of structure. So if I'm doing something to hit him really hard, I'm probably not really still and really balanced and really stable. I'm going to have to get my body moving at him really fast so I can hit him really hard. Okay, now he's moving his targets away, and he's putting some framing in between me and all of my strikes. So what we're constantly trying to do, keep him lined up to go somewhere where I'm not. Don't be in front of him, okay? And then I want to try to line up on the side to where I can start taking away his structure, because it comes from the ground, comes up to his hips, and then I can start breaking down his posture so that I can, you know, have an advantage. I want to be back here, and eventually I want to start, you know, breaking these things down. If that leg goes, then a lot of the rest of his structure is going to go. If he's standing just on one foot, okay, it's a lot easier for me to fight this guy than if he's structured, ready to rotate and hit me, right?